The fastest way to clean an oven that there ever was. All my tricks in one video. Over the years, we have made so many oven cleaning videos because it's one of those things that most of us hate to clean, and it's a lot of work. And after years of trying different ways, this is the best way to clean an oven. It's the fastest and it works so well, but it does require one thing: time. If you want a more natural way to clean an oven, then you'll need more time and scrubbing. I have a video that shows you how to clean an oven with baking soda and vinegar that I'll link to in the description if you want to check that out. A lot of you are going to say, just use the self-cleaning function on your oven, but I assume that you don't need a video about how to do that. If you do want me to show you how, make sure to comment and let me know, and I'll make a video about that. First, let's talk about the supplies you need. Oven cleaner, I like Easy Off Fume Free. The original may be a little bit more powerful, but I prefer less fumes. A scraper. This is a wide blade scraper with a long handle so you can reach inside the oven easier. A vacuum cleaner. This is optional, but it really helps. Steel wool, the finest kind, pound 4 zeros. Plastic wrap. Glass cleaner, I like Sprayway. Paper towels or microfiber cloths. I prefer paper towels because the cleaner is so strong and I don't want it in my washing machine or to throw them away. Cleaning gloves. I'll put a link to all these supplies in the description if you want to check out my favorites. Step 1, remove as much of the burnt on food and crumbs as you can. That's the burnt cheese from all that pizza, the marshmallows that fall into the crack. Get the dust out too. You can use a scraper or brush to remove as much as you can. And get off all the dust so that you don't just spread that around. I love to use my Dyson handheld vacuum, but I forgot it, so I had to borrow the homeowner's vacuum, and it did not have an attachment, so it was a little bit rough to get into that crack, so I used a toothbrush instead. Step 2, scrape off any bad spots that are left with a scraper. This saves a ton of time because the cleaner doesn't have to work through as many layers. Now, as much as you can before you even add chemical. It will save you time and it will save you money. Step 3, spray down the oven with cleaner. In this step, you need to be sure not to get any cleaner into the vents at the top of the oven door. If you do, it can get between the glass and it's a big pain to get out. You basically have to take apart the door, which is risky. You can remove the element, but I don't have the right tool to do that. Just be careful not to spray on the element or the oven light. Step 4, apply plastic wrap to keep the cleaner from drying out. The cleaner and the plastic wrap should make contact with the oven walls for several hours. Step 5, time. It's ideal if you leave it tonight or for as many hours as you can. That way the cleaner does most of the work of scrubbing for you. Remove the plastic wrap. And this part is the most satisfying of all. First wipe.
First wipe!
Step 8, use fine steel wool to get anything that's left. If you don't have or want to use steel wool, you can always apply more cleaner and let it sit in the areas that are not coming off easily. Another alternative that we have talked about in lots of other videos is a pumice stone. It works really well, but it does leave this fine dust. Just make sure if you use it, always use it wet, never dry. And make sure not to use the kind for your feet or your calluses. Use the cleaning pumice stone. I'll put a link to that too. Oven racks are my least favorite thing to clean in an oven because they're so bulky and they have so many edges. You can do the same method, steel wool. I've tried the ammonia method. I've tried the dishwashing detergent in the bathtub method, and honestly, none of them work that well. I mostly have to scrub, and I think steel wool does the best job. And here's a step that I didn't put in a lot of videos, but now I know. You should always rinse the oven with water after. The other goal is to see if I can do this with a less caustic oven cleaner in a pump instead of an aerosol. If you truly don't want to use any chemicals, you could clean it all with water and steel wool, but that would take a lot of scrubbing and so many towels. What do you think? This is what it looked like before, and here's what it looks like after. Thanks for watching. Make sure you share this video with anyone you think would like a cleaner oven.